Welcome to English with F. I want to tell you something honestly. This is not the kind of video where I say here are 5 tips to improve your life and then disappear. This is not about motivation for 10 minutes and then nothing changes. This is something bigger, something more real. Because what we're talking about today in this English with F video is the difference between a peaceful life and a painful one. We live in a world where everyone wants a reaction. They insult you because they want to control you. They ignore you because they want to break you. They spread lies just to see you fall apart. And most people, they react instantly, emotionally, loudly. They lose their peace, they lose their control, they lose their power. The sad truth is most people don't even realize how much of their life they're destroying with their own reactions. That one argument that ruined a friendship. That one text message that ended a relationship. That one moment of anger that changed everything. Today, I'm asking you to slow down and listen. Because if you truly understand what I'm about to share in this English with F lesson on how to stop reacting emotionally, you will become the kind of person who doesn't just survive. You will become untouchable. Calm, strong, focused, peaceful. Not because the world is easy, but because you no longer let the world control your mind. This English with F video is not just for people who want to be successful. This is for people who are tired of being broken by emotions. This is for the people who are ready to finally take their power back. And I promise you this, if you stay with me till the end, you will understand the kind of strength most people never learn in their entire life. This English with F video not only gives you motivation, it also builds powerful English. Every word is simple. Every sentence teaches strength and clarity. It's not just about speaking better. It's about thinking better and living better. Let's begin. Lesson 1. Reacting means they control you. The first step to stop overreacting when someone can press a button and make you angry, when someone can say one sentence and your whole mood changes, when you allow their insult, their silence, their opinion to shake you. You are no longer in control of your life. You're being controlled like a puppet, and the strings are your emotions. People think that reacting quickly means they're strong. But reacting fast doesn't mean you're powerful. It means you're easy to manipulate. Every time you react without thinking, you give away something precious. Your peace, your energy, your power. Now think about this. How many moments in your life were destroyed because you reacted too fast? How many times did you scream at someone you loved and then regret it later? How many times did you reply to a message in anger and then wish you could unsend it? This is what emotional slavery looks like. You may not be wearing chains on your hands, but your emotions are being controlled by the world around you. And the worst part is you don't even realize it. For example, there was once a young man working in an office. He worked hard, stayed late, followed every rule. But one day during a team meeting, his manager criticized him in front of everyone. It wasn't fair, it wasn't true. In that moment, he exploded. He shouted. He argued. He defended himself. Everyone went silent. The room became tense. Later, the manager calmly walked away, and this young man became known as the emotional guy, not the hardworking one, not the intelligent one. His one reaction destroyed the image he built for years. He didn't win. He lost because he let someone else control how he responded. The solution? The 5-second rule that changes everything. Here's what strong people do in their journey to stop reacting emotionally. Next time someone disrespects you, next time someone lies, yells, ignores, or insults you, don't speak, don't move, don't react. Just breathe. Inhale, exhale for 5 seconds. And in those 5 seconds, you take back the one thing nobody else should ever have, your control. Because when you pause, something magical happens. The emotion starts to fade. The fire starts to calm, and your brain starts to think instead of burn. You can still respond if needed, but now your words will be strong, not stupid. Your actions will be wise, not emotional. This single habit, this one pause, will transform your entire life in relationships, in business, in fights, in family drama, in everything. Because when you don't react, you're not weak. You're powerful. You're untouchable. You're free. Lesson 2. Most reactions become regrets. How to stop creating lifetime pain. There are moments in life we wish we could go back and erase. One message, one word, one shout, one decision made in anger, made in fear, made without thinking. And those are the moments we carry for years. You don't carry the insult they gave you. You carry the way you reacted. You don't carry the failure. You carry the way you broke down when it happened. People think that reacting quickly means you're real or honest. But in truth, fast reactions come from pain, not power that we scream when we feel small. We blame when we feel weak. We fight when we feel hurt. But once the moment is gone, what's left? Guilt, shame, regret. We start to realize, I should have stayed quiet. I should have taken a moment. I should have let it go. But by then it's too late. Because reactions once made can't be deleted. Words don't go away. Actions don't disappear. And people don't forget. How many people have you pushed away because you reacted too fast? How many arguments could have been avoided? How many relationships could have been saved? How many peaceful days did you ruin just because you allowed a bad moment to control you? And here's the most painful truth. Sometimes you don't realize what you lost until it's too late to fix it. There was a woman who loved her younger sister deeply. They were close like best friends. But one day during a family gathering, the sister made a sarcastic comment about something sensitive. In that moment, the woman exploded. She shouted in front of everyone. She said words she couldn't take back. The family stood in silence. The sister left. Days passed. Weeks passed. But the relationship never returned. Years later, that woman often looked at a photo of the two of them and cried. Not because of what her sister said, but because of how she reacted. One moment, one reaction, a lifetime of regret. The solution? Train yourself to respond, not react. This is a mindset, a muscle, a daily discipline. When something painful happens, practice this one sentence in your mind. This emotion is real, but this reaction is a choice. Yes, you feel hurt. Yes, it's unfair. Yes, you want to scream. But don't. Instead, pause. Close your mouth. Still your body. Let the emotion rise, but don't move. Feel it. Allow yourself to feel the anger, the sadness, the fear, but only in silence. Name it. Ask, am I reacting to the moment or to something old that still lives in me? Wait 10 minutes or 1 hour or even a day. Then and only then respond. With truth, with calm, with power. This one habit can save relationships. It can save your peace. It can save your future. Because reacting might feel strong in the moment, but peace is stronger, and peace never creates regret. Lesson 3. Silence is a superpower. The secret to emotional control. The world loves noise. People are constantly talking, arguing, explaining, justifying, trying to prove they're right, trying to win, trying to look strong. But here's a truth you won't hear in most videos on how to stop reacting emotionally. The strongest people are not the loudest ones. They're the quiet ones who don't need to speak to prove anything. Silence is misunderstood. People think silence is weakness. That if you're quiet, you're scared. That if you walk away, you're afraid. But the truth is the opposite. It takes more strength to stay calm than to shout. It takes more wisdom to walk away than to argue. It takes more power to say nothing when everything in you wants to fight. Silence is control. Silence is focus. Silence is dignity. Because when you stay silent, people don't know what you're thinking. They don't know what your next move is. They don't know if they've hurt you or if you've already won. And that mystery is power. Example. There was a man who was publicly humiliated on social media by his former friend. Fake stories, twisted screenshots, pure character assassination. Everyone expected him to fight back. Everyone waited for him to post his side, to go live, to reply. But he didn't. He said nothing. People called him weak, coward, guilty. But he stayed silent. 6 months later, the truth came out. The friend who lied was exposed. The man's silence was now seen as dignity, class, strength. While others were screaming, he was winning quietly. The solution? Use silence as a weapon, not a weakness. You don't need to respond to every insult. You don't need to explain yourself to people who already made up their minds. You don't need to post, message, defend, or fight for your dignity. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is say nothing and let your silence speak louder than your words ever could. Here's how to use the power of silence in daily life. In conflict, say I understand and walk away. In drama, don't join the noise. Step back and let the truth rise by itself. In disrespect, look them in the eyes and say nothing. People will notice. And when they do, you win, not by reacting, but by rising above. Lesson 4. Not everything deserves your energy. Protect your peace daily. One of the greatest mistakes you can make in life is trying to fight every battle. Defend yourself in every argument. Prove your worth to every critic. Respond to every message, every insult, every misunderstanding. It sounds brave, but in reality, it's how you destroy your energy, your peace, your focus, and your future. Here's what you must understand on your journey to emotional control. Not everything is worth your time. Not everyone deserves a reaction from you. Not every problem needs your emotional investment. You have limited energy in a day, and every time you give it to the wrong person, you have less left for the right things. You give your energy to gossip, and you lose energy for your goals. You give your energy to hate, and you lose energy for love. Some people want your reaction not because they care about you, but because it feeds their ego to see you disturbed, broken, triggered. For example, there was a college student, bright, disciplined, focused. She used to stay up late, study hard, and dream big. But one day someone spread lies about her. She wrote long posts online, tried to explain herself to everyone. She cried at night. Weeks passed. She lost focus. She stopped studying. She stopped dreaming. All because she gave her energy to something she should have walked away from. The solution? Learn to protect your peace like it's gold. Create a list in your mind. What deserves my energy today? If it's not on that list, walk away. Stop explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Respond only where growth is possible. This is not weakness. This is wisdom. Peace is not found in winning every battle. Peace is found in knowing which battles are not worth fighting at all. Lesson 5. The one who stays calm wins. Master calmness to become untouchable. The world respects people who stay calm when everything is falling apart. Calm people are trusted. Calm people are respected. Calm people make better decisions, build better relationships, and live stronger lives. Why? Because when you stay calm, you keep your power. When you stay calm, you see clearly. When you stay calm, you become the leader in every room. Even if you say nothing, most people live like storms. They shout, panic, cry, blame, react, lose control, and wonder why nothing works. But the person who stays calm becomes the storm's opposite, the stillness that scares it away. Calmness doesn't mean you don't feel pain. It means you have learned to hold pain with strength, not with panic. There was once a man on a crowded train. Suddenly another man entered, drunk, angry, pushing people, shouting. Everyone became tense. But one old man remained still, calm, unshaken. The angry man approached him, ready to fight. The old man looked him in the eyes and said calmly, "Whatever happened to you today, I'm sorry it brought you this far." The drunk man stopped. His fist fell. His eyes softened. He sat down and cried. The entire train was silent because one calm man changed the energy of the whole room. The solution? Build the discipline of calmness. Breathe deeply often. Observe before speaking. Detach emotionally before you act. Practice calmness in small things. Spilled coffee, delayed train, a rude message. These are your training sessions. The more you practice calmness in small storms, the more ready you'll be when life throws the big ones. Remember, anyone can scream. Anyone can panic. But the one who can sit in the fire and still see clearly, still speak gently, still move wisely, that person wins. Because life always follows the calm mind, not the loud one. Lesson 6. Reaction is habit. Response is power. Most people don't realize this. They're not reacting because they're angry. They're reacting because they've always reacted. It's become their habit, automatic, emotional, not a choice anymore. But here's the powerful truth. Reaction is automatic. Response is intentional. And only one of them leads to peace, success, respect, and power. A reaction is fast, emotional, uncontrolled. It comes from a wounded place. A response is calm, clear, conscious. It comes from a powerful place. Example: a young waiter in a busy restaurant faced a rude, entitled customer who shouted across the room, "Are you deaf, stupid, or just lazy?" Everyone expected him to react, but he smiled calmly and said, "Sir, I'm doing my best. If that's not enough for you today, I understand, but I'll continue to serve you with respect because that's who I am." The customer looked small. The waiter stood tall. The manager offered him a promotion that same night. The solution? Turn reaction into awareness, then into response. Pause before everything, even if it's just one breath. Ask yourself, is this about now or about something old? Respond with truth, not emotion. Practice response daily in small things. The world doesn't need more reactors. It needs more responders. The ones who rise, who lead, who are remembered for their grace. Lesson 7. If you want peace, let go of ego. The final key to emotional mastery. There's a reason people suffer so much in silence. Most of the time, it's because of ego, that silent voice that says they should have treated me better. I need to prove I was right. I deserve more respect. Ego is not your power. Ego is your prison. The moment you drop the ego, you rise. Because the ego lives in pain, but your soul lives in peace. Example: a man who gave everything to his company was replaced without apology. His ego screamed for revenge. But his grandmother told him, "You don't heal by proving others wrong. You heal by proving to yourself that their actions will not control your future." He walked away in silence. 6 months later, he started his own company and became more successful than the people who betrayed him. The solution? Kill ego. Choose peace every single time. Catch the voice the moment you feel the urge to prove, fight, or explain. Ask, is this my soul speaking or my ego screaming? Let people be wrong about you. Choose silence where ego wants to scream. Remember, your worth is not a debate. You don't need to react to prove it. You just need to live it with calmness, clarity, and quiet confidence. Now you know the truth. You don't need to react to everything. You don't need to fight every battle. You don't need to prove your worth to people who never saw it. You are more than your reactions. You are calm. You are deep. You are steady. And now you are free. From this moment forward, may you never lose your peace again. May your silence become your strength. May your calmness become your confidence. May your wisdom become your way of life. Whenever the world tries to pull you into chaos, pause, breathe, remember who you are. You don't belong in the noise. You were born for something greater. Peace, purpose, and quiet power. Stay still. Stay true. And keep rising silently. Because sometimes the loudest thing you can ever say is nothing at all. Thank you for watching English with F. I'm proud of you. And from my heart to yours, may God bless you with strength, with peace, and with a life that no reaction can destroy. Take care of your mind, protect your soul, and never forget, you are not weak for staying calm. You are powerful beyond words. Until next time on English with F, stay strong, stay silent, stay free.